Let's talk pedal design. I want to share something that I'm very proud of. I didn't crack nuclear fusion or anything, but it's cool. If anybody wants to use it, obviously you can. So it has to do with the 90-degree problem. I don't know if anybody else calls it that, but I've always called it that. And I've heard many other people talk about it. A pedal is a square, right? So if you want to have something coming out here and something coming out there, the only way you can do it is to solder it in permanently. It's basically less work now, more work later if it breaks or I need to repair it or whatever. So when I was working on the version 1.2s, I really wanted to solve this problem. We have jacks on the sides of our pedals, switching, expression, and the Dagger has a trigger, an external trigger if you want to trigger the DAG with something else like a microphone or a drum trigger or CV. I think I figured it out in a really cool way. It works incredibly well. I haven't had any complaints yet. I'm building a Dagger right now for somebody, so I'm in a perfect spot to show you guys this. The reason I was doing this in the first place is because using a daughter board like this solves 10 other problems. I can have all of these connections just plug in, just solder this one board, and then I'm done. It makes it much quicker than hand soldering every single wire to every single jack, especially once you have like 3 side jacks like this one. Some people solve this by just keeping one of them recessed back. Then you need a really big hole in the enclosure that can fit any size plug. That gets kind of complicated, so I didn't want to do that. So I'll show you right now how I solved it. I just love how these jacks are flush. It's so cool. It makes the pedal look so much sleeker. It's kind of hard to notice if you're not looking for it, but the way I figured out the 90-degree problem in the end came down to the washers. So without these special washers, which are not that special, I'll show you in a second, if you wanted to take this out, you would not be able to because of the 90-degree problem. With these little special washers, which literally I'll make one right now. It's very easy to make. Boom, done. You take a little solder pick, and once you get it past a certain point, the pressure of the washer makes it pop right out. And when you're putting them in, it's really fun because you just push it a little bit, it pops right in. Once you get it out, this frees up enough space right here. So this was my like engineering problem that I was staring at for weeks, is how do I free up some space around here so this can turn? This one, it does require both washers to be out, but a lot of times it doesn't. So pop both washers out. So that's what allowed me to turn this thing just enough. So you can see now how much play it has. Able to move it a lot more. And this thing pops right out. I didn't have to force anything. I didn't have to bend it. The washers are right here. I can pop them right back in very easily. And they still do the job perfectly well. It's only a tiny section missing. I even experimented with a couple options where I bent the PCB to get it out, like with the pliers, like bending it. But it's like, I don't want to break the PCB. I don't want to break the jacks. Especially these, since there's 3 of them on there. I don't want to have to force it out with the, pliers or something and snap the PCB. I wanted a really clean, simple way to get it in and out without having to deal with the 90-degree problem. So to put it back in, you do the same exact thing. Just pushes right in like that, no forcing. And then you just push, hear it pop. You can literally hear the washer pop in. Pops right in. And put these back on. You can literally finger tighten these. That's another reason I love these jacks. You can just finger tighten them and they will stay for a billion years. And yeah, that's it. I've done it on all of my pedals now and it works incredibly well. So if you want to steal it, feel free to steal it. I hope you enjoyed that little weird engineering journey. Okay, bye.